A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, gently rustling the foliage and creating a symphony of nature's sound. This breeze, unseen and unfelt, yet it leaves a distinct impression. It's a delicate touch, a profound force moving with elegance and grace. It stirs the branches of towering trees and the grass blades in the fields. It carries with it the scent of wildflowers, the echoes of chirping birds, and the warmth of the sun. This gentle breeze, like a divine conductor, orchestrates the rhythm of life. It's a miracle, a subtle yet powerful reminder of the divine plans that continue to unfold around us. These things are not simply happenstances. They're part of a grand cosmic plan, the machinations of the divine. They are the paint strokes on the vast canvas of life, each one representing a distinct part of a masterpiece that we don't fully understand yet. Similarly, an unseen hand stirs the surface of the ocean, creating waves that dance in harmony with the moon's gravitational pull. The vast ocean, a symbol of depth and mystery, responds to an invisible touch, conforming to a rhythm that is both majestic and serene. It's a spectacle that repeats every day and every night, a regular occurrence that hides within it an extraordinary design. The smallest of waves to the most enormous of tsunamis, they all are the works of the unseen hand, pushing and pulling at the heart of the ocean. Our sun of life rises every morning without fail. It bathes the earth in its warm glow, casting shadows and creating an illusion of time. The sun, a fiery ball and helium, is a symbol of constancy and persistence. It is a source of energy, life and hope. It never fails us, rising and setting each day, marking the passage of time and the progression of life. It's an everyday occurrence, regular as clockwork, but it carries within it a miracle, a sign of the divine presence that permeates our universe. Within these everyday miracles and ordinary occurrences lie the extraordinary, a testament to faith. Faith, in essence, is the unwavering belief in the existence of a higher power, a divine entity that guides, protects, and shapes our lives in ways both seen and unseen. An entity that stirs the ocean, guides the breeze, and commands the sun to rise every day, ensuring the continuity of life. This faith is our way of acknowledging and appreciating the divine orchestrations that make up our existence. Imagine a child, eyes brimming with innocence, unconditionally believing in the love and security provided by their parents. This young creature, untainted by the harsh realities of the world, radiates an aura of pure trust. It is an instinctive trust that is the product of a deep connection and unwavering confidence in the two figures who have always been there, holding hands, wiping tears, sharing laughter, and providing a refuge from monsters hidden in the darkness. This trust, so raw and so heartfelt, is beyond the understanding of cynicism and doubt. It's the foundation of their tiny universe. Now consider the beauty of this trust. It's not merely a bond, it's the essence of existence, the bedrock of relationships, and the of emotional well-being. It defines their interaction with the world, shaping their thoughts, emotions, actions, and reactions. It's what makes eyes sparkle with curiosity, hearts throb with excitement, and minds bristle with questions about the world surrounding them. This trust is the seed for their growth, the soil for their dreams, and the sunlight for their hopes. Expand this image and let it envelop your mind. This trust transcends beyond a mere child-parent relationship. It mirrors the essence of faith in a greater power, in God. It's not born out of fear or obligation, but is an innate, spontaneous sentiment. It's a faith that's deep, profound, and all-encompassing. It is the belief that there is a benevolent force at play, one that subtly guides us, nudges us, and often carries us through the winding alleys of life. Like the child's trust in their parents, this faith is not blind. It is a conscious choice, an acceptance of the divine force that pervades our existence. It's a conviction that even in the midst of chaos and confusion, there is a purpose, a design, an order. It's an affirmation of a universal truth that nothing is random, everything is interconnected, and every moment is a part of a larger, grander plan. This childlike trust, this absolute surrender, indeed mirrors the essence of faith in God. It's the conviction that there's a benevolent force overseeing our lives, guiding us through the labyrinth of existence. Allow me the honor of sharing an intriguing narrative with you. a poignant tale of a man known by the name of John. John was just an average Joe, living an average life in the heart of a bustling city. He served the community as a skilled mechanic, laboring day in and day out, oil-stained and grease-covered, repairing all sorts of vehicles with meticulous precision and dexterity. Off work, John had an incredibly fascinating pastime, a true passion that kindled his spirit, his love for playing the guitar. Each evening after a long day of work, he would retreat to his small, cozy living room. There, he would cradle his beloved guitar, strumming the strings to create a symphony of melodious tunes that filled his humble abode with a sense of tranquility and peace. In addition, there was yet another aspect of his life that brought him immense joy. John had a soft spot for apple pie, a sweetness that he couldn't resist. An apple pie fresh from the oven, with its heavenly aroma and melt-in-the-mouth crust, was his guilty pleasure. But life was not just about these simple pleasures for John. One fateful day, an incredibly colossal storm fell upon John's life. Not a storm characterized by rain, thunder, and lightning. This was a storm of circumstances, of trials and tribulations. His beloved wife, his pillar of strength, fell seriously ill. His only daughter, the apple of his eye, lost her job in a sudden turn of events. To add his distress, John too was laid off from his job, the very job that had been his bread and butter for years. His life suddenly turned into a nightmarish ordeal, a period of profound darkness where hope seemed like a cruel illusion, a mirage in the desert. The trials seemed relentless, the burdens heavy, the future bleak. But in the midst of this tempest, John held onto a beacon of light, his unwavering faith. He fervently believed in the divine plan, in the supreme wisdom of the higher power. He prayed, not with a heart filled with despair, wishing for the storm to pass, a spirit filled with courage, hoping for the strength to weather this tumultuous storm. And weather it, he indeed did. His faith was his lifeboat in this sea of troubles, his light at the end of the tunnel. Miraculously, his wife began to recover, her health gradually improving. His daughter secured a better job, and that brought her satisfaction and contentment. John himself found a new path in life. Drawing on his love for guitars, he decided to channel skills into starting a small business of fixing guitars. Today, he stands not just as a mechanic, but as a craftsman, a virtuoso who breathes life into the music. He meticulously works on each instrument, fixing and tuning, transforming these objects into vessels of soulful music. He found his calling amidst the chaos, reinventing himself and emerging victorious in the face of adversity. His faith was his compass, guiding him through the storm, leading him to a dawn that was brighter, more luminous, and more promising than any he had ever known. Now, think of a time when you faced a challenge, a hurdle that seemed insurmountable, a moment in your life that left you questioning, doubting, and fearing the worst. Was there not a particular challenge that seemed to tower over you, casting shadows of despair and doubt, a situation that made you feel small, insignificant, and helpless? Can you recall the feeling of uncertainty that wrapped around you like a heavy blanket, draining your energy and leaving you cold and shivering? Did you not feel a profound sense of desperation, a longing for respite, an intense craving for things to change for the better? Perhaps you had moments of absolute despair, moments when you questioned whether everything would ever be all right again, whether the clouds of your trials would ever part to reveal a clear, bright sky. But then, in the midst of this turmoil, did you not notice something stirring within you? A tiny, almost insignificant spark that refused to be extinguished. This spark, my friends, was not just a fleeting feeling or a momentary flicker. It was a spark of hope, a glimmer of belief that things would get better. It was the part of you that refused to accept defeat, that dared to dream even the odds were stacked against you. That, my friends, is faith. It's not just a word, but a force, a power, an energy that springs from within us. It's the quiet whisper in the midst of chaos, voice that reminds us to keep going when all seems lost. It's the beacon that guides us when we are lost, the lighthouse among the overwhelmingly ferocious waves of a stormy sea. It's the belief that no matter how fierce the storm, how high the waves, there is a lighthouse guiding us home. Faith is the assurance, conviction that even though the night might seem unending, even though the darkness may seem eternal, dawn will come. It's the belief that after every dark night, a new day will break, a day filled with light and hope. It's resolve that no matter how formidable the obstacle, how insurmountable the challenge, there is a way around it. And so, no matter how dark the night may appear, no matter how formidable the challenge might seem, always remember that dawn will surely come. The night may be long, the storm may be fierce, but hold on to your faith. Hold on to that quiet whisper, that glimmer of hope that assures you of the inevitable dawn. Because no matter how dark the night, dawn will surely come. Faith in God is not about blind belief, it's about trust. Trust is a four-letter word, simple to utter, but immensely challenging to comprehend. It's an emotional transaction, a pact between the heart and one's belief system, an exchange that requires courage and an inner strength that transcends logic, science, and skepticism. Trust, as we talk about here, is faith in the wisdom of a higher power, an unseen entity, a divine force, a celestial being whose presence we sense, acknowledge, and venerate. This faith, this belief, is not born out uncertainty. Instead, it arises from a profound conviction of being a part of a grander plan, a cosmic scheme of things. This plan, which we are not privy to, is like a cosmic chessboard where we are both the pawns and the kings, played and guided by the Grand Master, the divine entity we call God. Every move, every decision, every direction we tread is part of this design, a divine blueprint that encompasses not just our lives, but the entire universe. And then, there's the journey. Life, in all its glory and complications, is a journey that winds and weaves through valleys of joy, mountains of trials, rivers of tears, and meadows of laughter. It's a journey that we undertake with trust in our hearts and faith in our souls. This trust, this unshakable belief is what drives us forward, propels us to face challenges, to overcome obstacles, to grow, to evolve, and to embrace the unknown with open arms. Unknown is not to be feared, but to be welcomed as an opportunity for growth, a chance for evolution. The unknown is where we learn, where we discover, where we transform. To surrender control, to let go of the reins of our lives, is to give in to this unknown, to trust in the divine plan, to have faith in God. This surrendering of control brings with it a sense of security, a peace that stems from the knowledge that we are never alone. We are part of a community, a cosmos, a divine plan. Whether we bask in the glory of success or wallow in the depths, whether we are lost or found, whether we win or lose, we are never alone. We are but tiny specks in the vast expanse of the universe, yet crucial players in the grand scheme of things. We are comforted by the understanding that we are part of something bigger, something divine. In this vast, infinite universe, we are not insignificant. We are part of a celestial symphony, a divine dance enacted by the cosmos. Our existence, our experiences, our struggles, triumphs are all integral notes in this cosmic composition. Underscored by our unshakable trust in God, our faith actually becomes our guiding light, our beacon of hope, and our source of strength. Because faith in God is not about blind belief, it's about trust. Trust in the wisdom of a higher power, trust in the grand scheme of things, trust in the journey. It's about surrendering control and embracing the unknown, secure in the knowledge that we are never alone, that we are part of something bigger, something divine. So, take a moment, close your eyes, and listen to the silence. Allow your mind to become still in the quietude, immersing yourself completely in the tranquility and peace that silence brings. Picture yourself as a small, solitary figure amidst the vast expanse of the universe. You are a single note, a solitary echo in the grand symphony of existence. Feel the pulse of the universe, the rhythm of existence. It's a rhythm that is constant, like the heartbeat of the cosmos itself, that transcends time, space, and dimension. It's a rhythm that is both a lullaby and a battle song, a rhythm that has been playing since the dawn of time. It is the rhythm of stars being born and dying, of galaxies colliding and birthing anew. It is the rhythm of life and death, of love and loss, of joy and sorrow. Imagine that rhythm within you. Reflect on your journey, the trials and triumphs. Remember the challenges you have faced, you have climbed, the oceans you have crossed. Recall the victories you have savored, the moments of sheer bliss and fulfillment. Every step, every stumble, every leap and fall has been a part of your unique symphony, your unique rhythm. Consider the joys and sorrows, the love and loss, the hope and despair that have punctuated your existence. They are the highs and the lows of your life's melody. They are the crescendos and diminuendos in your life's symphony. Each moment of joy, each throbbing pang of sorrow, each flicker of hope, and each echo of has been a note in your life song. And in those moments of quiet reflection, amid the silence and the rhythm, you might just sense something else. You might just hear a faint echo, a whisper. It's an echo that resonates within the core of your being, a whisper that is as old as the universe itself. It's an echo of faith, a whisper of something divine, something greater than yourself. It's the whisper of God. And in those moments of quiet reflection, you may just find the echo of faith, the whisper of God. It's a reminder that you're never alone in your journey, that there's always a greater force guiding you, shaping you and leading you towards your destiny. So listen to that echo. Listen to that whisper. It speaks of faith, hope, and love. It speaks of you. Remember, faith is not a destination. It's a journey. It is not merely about striving to reach a certain endpoint or a tangible goal, but it's about the voyage itself. It's about appreciating the little miracles that unfold around us every single day. It's about the invisible hand that gently steers us through life's stormy seas, guiding us towards the shore. It's about that soft voice whispering in the wind, whispering messages of hope, love, and kindness, subtly urging us to keep moving forward. Faith is about finding the divine in the ordinary, in the mundane, in the simple things of everyday life. It could be in the simple act of a flower blooming, in the warmth of a smile, in acts of kindness we witness or partake in. It's finding God in every sunrise and sunset, in the laughter of a child, in the changing seasons, or in the twinkling stars. It's about seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary. In our faith, we learn to trust the journey, the winding road with its own share of peaks and valleys, knowing that each has a purpose and a lesson. Faith is about keeping that belief alive, nurturing it, and letting it grow. It's about journeying, not just but spiritually. So keep the faith, keep believing, keep journeying. Continue to foster your faith. Continuously believe in the power of hope. Keep journeying through life. For in faith, we find strength. In belief, we find hope. And in the journey, we find God. The Bible, the Holy Scripture, is filled with verses that inspire faith and trust in God. It's a radiant light guiding us on our spiritual voyage. A verse that particularly stands out is Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This is more than just a verse. It's a profound reminder that faith is about trusting, even when we can't see lies ahead. It's about believing in the unseen, finding solace in the journey itself, and finding hope in the miracles of everyday life. Then there's Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge strength, an ever-present help in trouble. This inspires us to hold on to faith during challenging times. It's a comforting assurance that through the ups and downs of life, we're never alone. God is our shelter, our fortitude, always there to lend a helping hand. Another verse that echoes a similar sentiment is 2 Corinthians 5:7. For we live by faith, not by sight. This beautifully encapsulates the essence of faith. It's not about visual confirmation, but about belief. It's about trusting the journey, even when we aren't privy to its final destination. And lastly, Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed spirit. This verse is a comforting reassurance that in our deepest despair, when we feel shattered and defeated, we aren't overlooked. God is there beside us, ever ready to rescue and mend. These scriptures are more than just verses. They are life lessons in faith, trust, and perseverance. They are a constant reminder of the divine support that God extends in times of hardship. They serve as guiding lights in our spiritual journey, motivating us to persist in our faith, to keep on trusting, and to stay on the path. These scriptures are reminders of the power of faith and the ever-present help that God provides in times of need. They are guiding stars in our journey of faith, inspiring us to keep believing, to keep trusting, to keep journeying. Please help me to get this message across the world by liking and sharing this very important message on faith in God. Also, please subscribe to this channel and join me on this spirit-filled journey with the Lord Jesus Christ. Have a blessed day and continue to walk by faith and not by physical sight. Amen.